Hi everyone. Thanks for to joining yoga with myself and my little baby boy growing. Um, I'll lead you again through an hour and 15-minute yoga class, movement class, where we'll move in to different shapes and forms. And encourage you to pay attention to the sensation of how it feels in your body today, every movement that we do, and pay attention to your breath. Notice if your breath is nice and slow through the practice, and when it becomes faster or more shallow. And if you notice these moments, just take a little pause. No matter what we're doing, take a little pause and consciously come back to the slower breathing. Okay. All right, so we are in Nicaragua today. I'm in our own house. It's quite warm today, so if I'm sweating and pouring sweat, it's because it's quite warm and we're still expecting some rain to come. So other than that, pay attention to your body. If you can, just follow my voice rather than look at the screen and enjoy. All right, so find a comfortable seat wherever that is for you, cross-legged, on your knees. You can sit with your legs straight, you can sit on the chair, whatever is most comfortable this moment. And then when you find that seat, start by closing your eyes or softening your gaze, bringing your arms and palms anywhere on your body where your elbows can hang underneath your shoulders. So your shoulders can relax down away from the ears without pulling you forward or back. And in that seat, lengthen through your spine. Envision your hips and your legs becoming heavy. Your spine from the very base, from your hips, your sit bones, all the way towards your skull, becoming lighter and moving up. Lightness in your head. And bring all your attention to your breathing. Notice how you're breathing right now, this moment. Notice if your breath comes in and out through the nose or through the mouth. And notice how far your breath travels. Notice the small movement that happens when you breathe, the expansion, the release. Now let's all take a deep, nice breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Open your mouth and let the sigh out. We'll do a few more times, but at your own pace, breathing in deep through the nose and out through the mouth. While you're breathing this way, notice the sensation. Notice any sensation in your body. Notice the movement of your body. take one more round of breath just like that through the nose and out through the mouth. And then softly close your lips and continue breathing naturally in and out through the nose. Noticing the length of your inhales and the length of your exhales. Allowing your breath to be slow, soft, effortless. Your next breath out, bow your head to your chest. And then gently start moving your head, your chin from side to side. You add a pencil on the tip of your nose, you're drawing a line on the floor. Moving your head from side to side, right to left, left to right. Very gently, very gentle movement. And the next time you come to center, lift your chin so it's parallel to the floor. You can continue with your eyes closed or blink your eyes open at this point. Drop your right ear to the right shoulder. And then lift it up. And your left ear to the left shoulder. A few more times to either side. Notice any sensation in your neck. Notice any sensation in your back, in your spine. Now, next time you come to center, stay in center. Turn your gaze to the right, look behind your right shoulder. And then come to center and turn your gaze to the left, looking behind the left shoulder. Move from side to side a few more times. Next time you come to center, pause here, shrug your shoulders towards your ears, roll them back, and release them down. Making big circles, we make few more circles just like that, shrugging the shoulders up, back, and down. Now reversing the circle, shrugging the shoulders up, rolling them forward, and down. A few more times, just like that. Good, and now wherever you are, whatever your seat is, turn your hips to one side and then come to sit with your legs in front of you with your knees very bent. So if you're already with your legs straight, just bend the knees, widen your legs, bring your hands slightly behind you, lean slightly back, open your chest, look up, drop your knees to the left, look towards your right shoulder, and bring your knees and head back to center, drop your knees to the right, looking behind your left shoulder. A few more times from side to side, just moving your knees to one direction, your head moves to the opposite direction of the knees. And one more time, knees to the right, head to the left. And then when you come to center, make your way to your mat on all fours. Hands and knees. If you like using the blocks, I love using the blocks, as you already probably know, have them handy. We'll start without the blocks. We'll start just on all fours, hands and knees, shoulders above your wrists as wide as your mat. Spread all your fingers very wide. Walk your knees below your hips. On your breath in, drop your belly, drop your chest. Start looking forward, lift your chin. On your breath out, start rounding through the spine, pulling your belly in, heart in, round through the neck, look in between your legs. We'll continue this movement of cat and cow. Turn or join with your breath. Join the movement, match the movement to your breath. Breathing out into a cat and breathing in, dropping your belly, chest, heart, lifting your chin into a cow. Few more rounds here. And one last one, breathing in and breathing out, rounding through the back. When you breathe in, come to your tabletop. Strain your right leg, tuck your right toes under, press your right heel back. And then press your right heel back so much that your shoulders move away from the wrists. And now come onto the tippy toes of the right foot. Shoulders move above your wrists and forward above your fingertips. And we're going to pulse back and forth a few more times. Notice where you feel the sensation of length, the sensation of stretch, moving slow, and one more time moving back, and bend that knee. We'll do the same on the opposite leg. Opposite leg straight, toes tucked under, reach the heel back. Shoulders move away from the wrists. You're pushing the mat down with your palms and slightly forward. Then come onto the tippy toes. Shoulders move above and beyond the wrists, almost above your fingertips. And start moving back and forward. Notice your breath, slow, deep breathing. And just one more time. And then bend your right knee on the floor. Walk your knees wide as the mat. Bring big toes to touch. Sit your hips down onto your heels or as low as they go. And then keep your hips there. Start walking your hands forward. Drop your forehead down, coming into a child's pose. First here, let your arms completely relax. Forehead on the floor or the block or the pillow or whatever you have. Doesn't touch the mat. And then just roll your head from side to side. Giving yourself a little massage in your center of the forehead, in between the eyebrows. And now come to stillness. Bring your attention and awareness to your palms. Press into all your fingertips and lift your wrists up, coming onto the fingertips so your hands look like spider hands. Start walking your hands forward, your fingertips forward. So your arms are lifted off the mat, your fingertips are on the mat, your wrists are lifted off the mat. Walk them forward to create a sensation of length and space in your side body. From here, on an inhale, lift your forehead, take your right arm and thread it on under the left. Bring your right side of your head down. We'll take 3 breaths here. Your left hand is very active here, pressing down. You're still on the fingertips. One more breath, in and out. On your breath in, bring your right arm back, both hands on the fingertips. Take 1 round of breath here. And lift your forehead, take your left arm and thread it underneath the right, taking a twist to the other direction, to the other side. Your right arm is active here. Your right fingertips are pressing down. One more long deep breath in and out. On an inhale, come back to center. Left arm forward, both hands forward. Walk your hands forward. Start pressing into the fingertips to pull yourself up to all fours. You're still on the fingertips. When you come up, place your palms down on the mat. Walk your knees below your hips. Shoulders above your wrists. Straighten your left leg, tuck your left toes under, and tuck your right toes under as well. Now turn your left heel to the right. Your left foot comes parallel to the short end of the mat. Reach your left arm up. Look up. Breathe. On your next exhale, look down. Bring that left hand down. Left heel lifts. Left knee down. Other side, toes tucked under on both feet. Right leg comes straight. Bring your right heel to the left. Reach your right arm up. Open your chest to the right. Look up. Breathe. Look down, right hand down, right heel lifts, right knee presses down. Sit your hips down onto your heels and turn your palms to face up. Your forehead moves down. And one more time, roll your head from side to side. Giving yourself a little massage on your forehead and movement in the neck. Come to stillness, turn your palms to face down, press into your palms and knees, coming on to all fours. If you're using the blocks, grab the blocks and bring the blocks underneath your hands. I like to use them at the highest level, especially now with little belly here. Step your right foot forward. Tuck your left toes under and slide and walk the left knee back, as far back as it feels comfortable. And then keep those left toes tucked under. Press down into your hands. Start moving your hips back. Front leg comes a little bit straighter. And then start moving your hips forward. Front knee bends. We'll move back and forward. Try to move slow and move only to the spot where you start feeling a lot of sensation in the hips or in the front leg when you move your hips back, and then stop there and start moving forward or back. So in other words, you're not going to the very furthest point where you can even lift your toes up. We're just simply moving, bringing movement into the hip joints. And a few times, if it feels okay for you and for your knee, start moving in a circle. Moving the hips to the right, back, and then to the left and forward. So moving in a circle here, in a small or big circle. Try really not to go to that end point, end range of motion. So you're just simply moving very gently. Movement is supported by your arms here, which are engaged. And a few circles to the opposite direction. And just make a few circles to the opposite direction. And one more last circle. And then when you come to the center, shift your hips back, right knee moves back. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Notice the sensation that you feel in the right hip joint. Notice the sensation that you feel in your left hip joint. And when you're ready, slowly step your left foot forward. Left toes are facing forward. Tuck your right toes under and crawl the right knee back, as far back as it feels comfortable. So you're not on the kneecap, you're on the top part of your knee. And we'll start moving. Bring your hips slightly back and moving the hips forward, bending the front knee. And a few more times back and forward. Remember, try not to go to your end range of motion here. We're not going for that real incredibly big stretch here in the back side of your left leg or in the right hip. We are trying just to move and bring some looseness into the hips. I'll start making circles. Whichever direction you start making a circle, we'll be circling the opposite direction as well. When you circle, really be conscientious of the movement and how it feels in your knees and your hips. So again, making small circles or large circles, however it feels good for you. Your arms here are quite engaged. With your arms quite engaged, your upper body stays quite engaged as well. Now let's start circling to the opposite direction. Good, and after your last circle, bring your left knee down and wiggle your hips. Bringing some movement in the hips. Just noticing how this all feels. Keep your knees as wide as your hips. Sit your hips down towards your heels. If you're using blocks, keep your arms on the blocks. If you're not using blocks, come high on the fingertips so your arms are engaged. Walk your hands or slide your blocks forward. So you feel sensation of length in the arms, sensation of length in the side body, between the hips, ribs, armpits, fingertips. And press into your hands to come up, hands and knees. I will continue to use my blocks. You can continue on the mat or on the blocks. Step your right foot forward. Right knee above the right heel, right toes are pointing forward. Tuck your left toes under. Start pressing your left heel back so much that your left knee lifts off the mat. Adjust your feet if you need to keep your right knee above your right hip. Or right knee above your right heel, I'm sorry. Press both feet down and away from one another. And then press your feet down and towards one another. And I'll find somewhere in between of those two. Bring your hands onto your right thigh, closer to your right hip. Lean forward. Press your hands into your right thigh to slowly start lifting up to standing. When you're standing up, reach your arms forward and up. On an exhale, out to the sides and down. Your next breath in, reach your arms out to the sides and up. On your breath out to the sides and down. We'll continue just like that, moving the arms up when you breathe in and down when you breathe out. Legs are strong. Movement is nice and slow and fluid. One more time, reach your arms up. Keep your arms lifted. Continue breathing. Separate your arms at least as wide as your shoulders or even wider. Start lifting your gaze, lifting your chin. Reach your thumbs back, opening through the chest. On your next breath in, look forward, reach up. Start leaning forward, bringing your arms down onto those blocks or the mat. Bring your left knee down onto the mat. Keep your toes tucked under, shift your hips back, straightening the front leg. And then shift your hips forward, bending the front knee, moving back and forth just like that. Again, not to that end range of motion, just moving the hips back and forth. And one more time. Good, and then bring your right knee back to meet the left. Notice the sensation in your hips. Step your left foot forward. Left heel, left knee in one line. Tuck your right toes under. Start pressing your right heel back to lift your right knee off the mat. Strengthen the legs. Push the feet down and away from one another. And then push the feet down and towards one another. And now find somewhere in between those two actions. Slowly bring both hands onto your left thigh, closer to your left hip. Keep leaning forward. Start pressing your hands down and towards your knee to start lifting up. When you lift up fully, reach your arms forward and up. And on an exhale, out to the sides and down. On an inhale, reach your arms out to the sides and up. And on an exhale, out to the sides and down. We'll continue a few more rounds here with your own breath. The movement in the arms is soft. Your jaw is soft. Your breath is nice and calm and long. Legs are very, very strong, holding you up, permitting this fluidity in your arms, shoulders. Next time you breathe in and reach your arms up, keep your arms there, separating them as wide as the shoulders. Lift your gaze, lift your chin, reach your thumbs back, your arms back. Your next breath in, reach up, look forward. On your breath out, lean forward, bringing the arms down slowly. Right knee meets the mat. Hips back, straightening the front leg. And then moving the hips forward right away, bending the front knee. Few more times, just like that, moving back and forth. Next time you move your hips back, bring your left knee back to meet the right. Maybe wiggle your hips from side to side. And step your right foot forward one more time. Right foot forward, right knee, right heel in one line. Tuck your left toes under. Start pressing into the left heel to lift your left knee up. Engage through the legs. Adjust here, anything in your stance that you need to feel very, very strong in your legs. When you establish that strength, slowly bring both hands onto the right thigh, lean forward, press your thigh down to lift up, lifting all the way up. Reach your arms out to the sides and up. On an exhale, out to the sides and down. Now reach your right arm up and bring your left hand onto the back of the left thigh. Reach up with your right arm and then lean towards the left. On an inhale, come back to center. Reach both arms up. Bring your right arm down. Bring your right hand to the back of the left thigh. Lean towards the right, reaching your left arm to the right. And slowly come to center. Reach your right arm up. Bring your palms to touch. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Your thumbs are supporting your neck, fingers supporting your skull. Open your elbows very, very wide. Start leaning your head back, lifting your chin up, opening your elbows even wider. Keep your elbows opening up. Start bringing your gaze forward and leaning forward. Your elbows are still opening. Keep leaning forward. Look down. Undo your hands. Bring your left hand onto the left block or the mat. Reach your right arm up. Open your chest towards the right. On your next breath out, bring your right hand down to the block. Reach your left arm up. Open your chest to the left. And bring your left hand down. One more time, reaching your right arm up. Open your chest to the right. Reach up. And bring your right hand down. Strong legs. Reach your left arm up. Open the chest to the left. Press the feet down and away from one another. Your back heel is lifted. And bring your left hand down. Turn your left heel to the back of the mat. Left foot flat in line with the short end of the mat. Reach your left arm up. Open your chest to the left one more time. Then start reaching up through the left arm to pull yourself up to standing. Reach both arms out to the sides. Press into the front foot, into that right foot to straighten the right knee. Press into the right foot to bend the right knee. Few more times, just like that. Press into both feet to straighten the legs. Press into both feet to bend the right knee. Keep the right knee bent, reach your arms up. Interlace your hands behind your head. Interlace them the opposite direction. It feels weird. Thumbs on either side of the neck. Open your elbows wide. Lean your left elbow to the left. And come back to center. Lean your right elbow to the right. And back to center. One more time, leaning back. Leaning your left elbow to the left. And coming back and leaning your right elbow to the right. Elbow stay open. And come back to standing. Reach out through the arms. Press into your right foot, straighten your right leg. Look towards your right arm. Start reaching forward through that right arm. Start leaning to the right. Keep leaning, keep leaning, keep breathing. And I'll bring your right hand to the inside of the right leg. Reach your left arm up. Here you can look up, down, or straight forward, whatever feels best for your neck. Reach your right arm by your right ear. Reach your left arm by your left ear. Start reaching both arms up. Bring your palms to touch. Interlace your hands behind your head. Turn your right toes to the left. Open your elbows wide. Lean your head back. Look up. On your breath out, start leaning forward, folding forward. Your elbows stay lifting up. When you can't fold any longer, release your hands from behind your head. Right hand on the right leg, left hand on the left leg. And I'll make a few circles with your head, letting your head, your neck relax. Rolling your head in a circle in one direction. And then roll your head in a circle in the opposite direction. Come to stillness here. Let your head pull you down. Lift your hips up. Even out the weight in the feet, in the balls of the feet and the heels. Bring your right hand onto the left leg, anywhere on the left leg. Calf, knee, thigh, ankle. Reach your left arm up. Open your chest to the left. Now bring your left hand down and cross it over to the right leg, anywhere on the leg. Then reach your right arm up, open your chest to the right. One more time to either side. Bring your right hand down, cross it over to the left leg. Left arm lifts. And bring your left hand down, cross it over to the right leg. Right arm lifts, chest opens to the right. Now bring your both hands to the right leg. Bring your hands to the mat. Turn your right toes forward. Lift your left heel up. Bend the right knee. If you're using the blocks, your hands come on the blocks. If you're not using the blocks, your hands are on the mat. You're again in high lunge position. Strengthen the legs. Reach your right arm up. Open your chest to the right. And bring your right hand down. Left heel is lifted. Reach your left arm up. Open your chest to the left. And bring your left hand down. Bring your left knee down to the mat. Reach your hips back. Front leg comes a little straight. And then bring your hips forward. We'll move 2 more times just like that, back and forward. Remembering not to go to the end range of motion here. Just very gently moving in the hips. Next time your hips move back, bring that right knee back to meet the left. And step your left foot forward. Left knee in line with the left heel. Tuck your right toes under. Press your right heel back to lift your right knee up. Adjust here and bring strength in your legs. Finding that middle ground in between of pushing the legs away from one another and pulling the feet towards one another. When you find that strength, bring both hands onto the left thigh. Press the thigh down and forward to lift up. When you lift it, reach your arms out to the sides and up. And out to the sides and down. Reach your left arm up. Bring your right hand to the back of the right thigh. Reach up with your left arm. And then lean towards the right. Leaning only as far as you can keep your balance. And come to center. Reach your right arm up. Bring your left arm down, left hand onto the right thigh, back of the right thigh. Lean towards the left, reaching your right arm to the left. And come back to center. Reach both arms up. Bring your palms to touch. Interlace your hands the opposite way behind your head. It feels awkward when you interlace your fingers the opposite way. Open your elbows wide. Keep opening your elbows. Start leaning the back of your skull back, lifting your chin up, looking up. On your next breath in, start looking forward. On a breath out, start folding forward. Your elbows are still opening up. Fold forward. Now slowly undo your hands. Right hand comes down, left arm lifts. Open your chest to the left. Left hand down. Right arm lifts, right heel is lifted, chest is open to the right. Breathe nice and deep and slow. Right hand down, lifting your left arm one more time, opening your chest to the left. And left hand down, right arm lifts. Right heel is still lifted. Stay here. Now bring your right heel to the left, right foot flat on the mat. Start reaching up through that right arm to pull yourself up to standing. Coming to a warrior two. Left knee is bent. Press into both feet to strain the left knee. Press into both feet to bend the left knee. 2 more times, just like that. Moving slow, notice the movement. Notice the sensation of the movement. When you bring all your attention to how the movement happens. Next time you bend your left knee, keep your left knee bent. Reach your arms up. Interlace your hands behind your head. Open your elbows wide. Lean your right elbow to the right. And come back to center. Lean your left elbow to the left. And back to center one more time, leaning to the right. And center, and leaning to the left. And center. Reach your arms out to the sides. Press into both feet, straighten your legs. Look towards your left arm. Start leaning and reaching towards the left. Reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. And I'll bring your left hand to the inside of the left leg. Right arm up. Adjust your gaze, either looking up, forward, or down, whatever feels good for your neck. Bring your left hand by your left ear. Right arm by your right ear. Start lifting up, reaching your arms up. Bring your palms to touch, interlace your hands behind your head, interlace in the opposite direction. Turn your left toes to the right. Feet are parallel to one another. Open your elbows wide. Lean your head back, look up. On your next exhale, start leaning forward. Keep opening your elbows. Your elbows are still lifting up. Lean forward in between your legs. When you can't lean any much more, undo your hands, right hand on the right leg, left hand on the left leg. Let your head relax. Few circles to one direction and few circles to the opposite direction. Good. Come to stillness. Walk both hands forward. Come onto the fingertips. Even if your palms can come flat on the floor, come onto the fingertips and walk your fingertips forward. And then start leaning your hips back and reaching your fingertips more forward to create more and more space in the spine and the side body, in your arms. Keeping that length, keeping your right hand down. Bring your left hand anywhere on the right leg. Start looking underneath your right armpit, bending the left elbow, coming into a twist. Coming out of the twist, bringing your spine to center, reach your left arm forward, crawl those fingertips forward, spider hands again. Lean your hips back, reach your fingers forward. So much space in the spine. Bring your right arm to the left leg, anywhere on the leg. Start looking underneath your left armpit, bending your right elbow. And coming out of the twist, slowly reaching both arms up. One more time, reach your hips back, arms forward. Then bring your right hand onto the right leg, left hand onto the left leg. Slide your hands up towards your thighs. Press into your thighs, lift halfway so your spine is parallel to the floor. Reach your hips back, your head forward. Start lifting up, coming up to standing. When you stand up, take a moment and walk your heels slightly closer towards one another, your feet slightly closer towards one another, coming into a wide-legged stand, but maybe just a little bit less wide. Turn your toes out to the sides. You want them turned about 45 degrees, not fully turned out to the sides at 90. So you can take a peek here. And then bring your hands to your hips. Looking at your knees, start bending the knees and opening your knees to the sides to track over the pinky toe side of your foot. So bend only as much as your knees keep tracking over the toes. And now open your arms out to the sides. Reach your arms up. And bring your hands to cactus. Now press into both feet, spread through the fingers, start lifting up, straightening your legs, reaching your arms up. And then start bending the knees, bending the elbows, coming into a cactus, arms coming into a goddess legs. Remember, your knees are tracking over the toes. When you breathe out in, press into the feet, straightening the legs, reaching the arms up. And when you breathe out, bend the knees, bending the elbows. We'll continue. Move only as far as it feels good for you. Moving here with full control. Your arms are engaged. Your fingers are spread very wide here. Few more rounds. And one last one, bending the knees and the elbows. Continuing here in the cactus arms with the knees bent. Lift your right heel off the mat and place it down. Lift your left heel off the mat and place it down. One more time on either side. After this last round, either one more time on either side or lift both heels off the mat. Breathe. Bring your heels back. Press into your feet. Straighten your legs, straightening your arms. Reach your arms up. Now reach your arms out to the sides and down. Turn your toes to face forward. Heel to your feet slightly closer towards one another, just on the outside of your hips, so just a little bit wider than the hips. Toes face forward. Reach your arms out to the sides and up, and out to the sides and down. One more time, reach your arms out to the sides and up. Let your palms touch. On an exhale, lean towards the right. Breathing here. Press your right palm into the left to come up. Your next breath out, lean towards the left. And continue breathing. Press your left palm into the right to come up. Bring your palms to your heart center. And heel toe your feet together. Bring your weight into the left foot. Bend your right knee. Bring your hands over the right knee. And make a few circles with the ankle. And circle to the opposite direction. Release the grip, bring your right foot down. Shift your weight into the right foot. Lift your left knee, bending the left knee. Hands on the knee, ankle circles. And a few circles to the opposite direction. Come to stillness, release the left foot down. Balancing on the left foot, coming into your tree pose. In your tree pose, your right foot comes to the inner thigh, ankle, leg of your left leg. We'll start with the hands at the heart center. Press your right foot into the left. Press your left leg into the right foot. The same intensity. When you feel ready and balanced, reach your arms up above your head. Open your arms as wide or wider than the shoulders and let your shoulders relax. Finding a spot in front of you that's not moving. Focusing your gaze there. Notice if your standing leg is fully straight and your standing leg knee, the left knee, is locked. It feels very tight and very firm. And if you feel that, just bend the knee slightly. Maybe when you bend the knee slightly, you feel a little bit less balance and less stability. Start reaching your arms up above your head. Bring your palms to touch. Bring your palms to your heart center. Bring your right knee in. Bring your hands onto the right knee. Flex and point the right foot a few times. And bring your right foot down. Take a moment. You can walk your feet here from side to side. Before we start balancing on the right foot, tree on the right side. Right foot stays on the mat. Right knee stays soft, or rather not locked. Bring your left foot in to the right thigh, ankle, shin, calf, wherever it goes. Bring your hands to your heart center. Press your right leg into the left foot, the same intensity as your left foot is pressing into the standing leg. If you notice that your knee starts locking and feels very firm, very straight, very tight, just bend the right knee slightly. When you're ready, reach your arms up above your head. Let your shoulders release down, away from the ears. Both sides are different, balance is different. If you fall out, just come back into your tree. Reach your arms up, place your palms to touch, and bring your hands to your heart center. Bringing the left knee in, hands on the left knee, flex and point the left toes a few times. And then releasing that left foot down, walk on your mat a few times just to release any tension that was built up in your ankles. Come to stand, about hip width distance apart or maybe even wider. Reach your arms out to the sides and up. Look up. On an exhale, out to the sides and down. Bring your gaze forward. A few more times just like that, reaching your arms out to the sides and up, and out to the sides and down. Adding the feet into the action. When you reach your arms up, come high on the finger and the tippy toes. And when you bring your arms down, heels come down. Continue just like that. A few more rounds at your own pace. Feeling stability. Feeling the sensation of control in your body. And observe if your breath is still nice and slow and fluid and soft. One more time. And next time you reach your arms up, high on the tippy toes. On an exhale, start folding forward, bring your heels down, fold forward, bend the knees a lot. When you fold forward, grab the opposite elbows and let your torso sway from side to side. Knees are nice and bent, so nice and soft. There's not a lot of sensation of stretch in your legs. And then release your hands, bend the knees a lot, and make your way to sit on your mat. When you sit on your mat, walk your feet wide as the mat. And bring your hands behind you. Let your knees fall to the left. Turn your gaze to the right. Bring your knees and gaze to center. Drop your knees to the right, gaze to the left. Few more times from side to side. Move at your own pace. And after, next time your knees come to the right, head to the left. Come to center and make your way to lay on your mat, on your back, with the knees bent and feet flat on the mat. Walk your feet slightly closer towards one another so the feet are as wide as the hips or a little bit wider. So there is quite a bit of space in between the feet, and your toes are facing straight forward. Bring your hands alongside your body, your arms straight alongside your body. Now just slightly tuck your chin under so you feel length in the back of your neck and you feel length in the front of the neck. Turn your palms towards one another so your pinky finger is on the floor and your thumb is facing up. Spread through the fingers, engage through your arms. On your next inhale, start reaching your arms up and above your head. Maybe your thumbs will tap the floor above your head, or maybe not. If it doesn't feel good for your shoulders, stop wherever it stops feeling good. And then start reaching your arms up and bringing them alongside your body. We'll continue a few more times just like that. Move very slow. The slower you move, the more sensation you feel in the movement in the arms. Notice how the desire of moving faster comes when your arms start moving above your head, because we're working then with gravity, or when your arms are starting to move down. And try to resist that gravity, so move very, very slow. More times, just like that. Notice your breath. And next time your arms come alongside your body, keep your arms there. Keep your thumbs pointing up. Now bring your attention to your feet. Press your feet down and away from your hips. Take a breath in and out. On your next breath in, lift your hips up, your chest up. On your breath out, lower down. Keep pressing your feet down and forward. When you breathe in, lift your hips. When you breathe out, bring them down. Engagement here is in your feet. Continue lifting and lowering. Notice if when you lift at the very end there, your glutes engage and you push a little bit higher up. And if you do so, try not to do it the other time. So try to move only from the engagement from your feet rather than engagement in your glutes. Less is more. We'll continue this movement. We will add the arms. Next time, you'll lift your hips up. Start reaching your arms up and above your head. When your hips go down, your arms go down. We'll do it 5 more rounds with the arms moving and hips moving. feet very engaged. Two more. One last one. Lift your arms up, hips up. Keep your arms there above your head. Lower your hips down when you exhale. Your arms stay above your head. Now turn your palms to face up and cactus your arms. Shoulders relax down, wrists relax down. Your back is relaxing down. Full deep breaths. Walk your feet as wide as the mat or even wider. Draw both knees to the left. Turn your head to the right. All your attention to your breath. When you breathe out, let all the air out before you take another inhale. The bottom of your next exhale, bring your knees and your head back to center. Make sure your feet are wide as the mat or wider. Draw both knees to the right, head to the left. Both shoulders stay on the mat, wrists relaxed. Bottom of your next exhale, knees and head to center. Walk your feet to touch in the center of the mat. Knees very bent. Start opening your knees wide, soles of the feet touch. Bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. The hand that's on your belly is slightly below your belly button, so it's at the lowest part of your belly. Bring your awareness to your breath. Next time you breathe in, start your breath in your lowest belly where your hand is, and move it up towards the chest, towards your throat. And when you breathe out, start your breath out from the chest and move it down towards your belly. Breathing in this circular way, breathing in from the belly, then to your ribs and to your chest. Breathing out from the chest, ribs, belly, and the lowest belly. When you breathe in, let your body fully expand, back and forth, side to side. When you breathe out, your belly softens, your body softens, your chest softens. A few more rounds just like that, expanding through your belly, your ribs, then your chest. Relaxing through the chest, your ribs, then your belly. Take one more round of breath just like that. After that round of breath, come to natural breathing, or maybe your breath stays the same. Gently release your hands. Bring your hands close to your thighs. If you can touch your thighs, bring your hands on the back side of your thighs. Support your legs with your hands. Start pressing your thighs towards one another, bringing your legs together, your thighs together, knees together, feet flat on the mat. Keeping your knees close, your feet close towards one another. Open your arms out to the sides. Drop your knees to the left.
And then bring your knees back to center and draw them to the right. Move your knees from side to side a few more times. And then gently bring your knees to your chest. Hug your knees into your chest. You can open your knees wide here, or keep your knees together, and make few circles. Circling to one direction, massaging your back, massaging your glutes. Notice any sensations in your body. Maybe noticing the calm, quiet breath, calm, quiet body. Start circling to the opposite direction, enjoying this simple massage that you're able to give yourself. Making any movements that you desire at the moment. And taking a few more breaths to come into any shapes. And when you're ready, making your way into your Shavasana, final relaxation. Make sure you come into a very, very comfortable position, either laying on your back with your knees bent or with your legs straight, whatever feels good for you at the moment. You can also lay on the side if that feels better. Whichever position you choose. Adjust anything around you to make yourself completely comfortable, where you can allow yourself to relax. And when you find that place, let your physical body become soft, release down into the mat. Allow your face to soften, your eyes to soften. Let go of any leftover tension in your cheeks, in your jaw. Let your breath flow in and out with no control, softly entering and softly exiting. Enjoy this moment of quiet, moment of peace, moment of right now.
of bringing back your awareness to your body. Notice your breath. Notice how it enters and exits. Taking a deeper breath in, notice the sensation of your physical body on your mat. Slowly start moving your fingers, your toes. Bringing that movement into the rest of your body, your ankles, your wrists, your head, your hips. When you feel ready, bend the knees and hug your knees gently into your chest. Slowly rocking from side to side, rock onto one side, coming into a fetal position on your side. And take a moment there to notice how you feel and notice your breath. When you feel ready, come up to take a comfortable seat. Keeping your body soft, your face soft. Bring your hands to heart center, palms touch. Take a moment here to notice your heartbeat. And take a note of how you feel right now, in this moment. Thank yourself for this moment. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for moving. And thank yourself for paying attention to the sensation of movement without any goals, any desires. Simply exploring the movement of your body and allowing your breath to follow. Thank you for joining, and we will see you again very soon. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.